Hello, Shaver. I've been fantastic today. In today's web stream, I do a little apologize. My tongue is still frozen because of the anesthesia I got from the dentist. I just went there. I had two back then. I got like two cavities, and one cavity they are kind of really close to a nerve, and every time I'm eating something, I feel like really severe pain, and it started. And they wanted to get rid of the nerve today, and I said, yeah, maybe, and they tried out. However, they couldn't because it was too painful for myself, even with anesthesia. So they gave me some medicaments, some antibiotics, antibiotics, in order to take them for several days, and on Friday they tried again. Okay. And yeah, before when I talk in Japanese, my it was even more swallowed, but not much right now. I can feel more. I can feel more right now. The pain goes a little bit back. I can feel it here still. Okay. So what I want to talk about is Tony Robbins, of course, UPW, and today I want to talk about especially leadership. And when it comes to leadership, according to Tony Robbins, leaders are it's a human being. A leader is someone who is living the life on their own terms. So what to do basically? They have their own rules. They have established from themselves, and they just live with those rules. And the other rules, they are making other people to follow those, or basically they not follow them at all, or try to escape those rules. Okay. Now, to be such a leader or achiever, you can name it how you want to, successful human being, we need to consider one thing that the most people are don't considering, which is doing exercises. For example, imagine or see your life as it is, not it is not worse than it is. Many people are seeing their lives like myself in the past. For example, I thought to myself like, hey, I'm broke, so I don't deserve a girlfriend. Hey, I am just a freaking student, I don't deserve a girlfriend because I don't have any education, I don't have any status. And these small things, we're limiting ourselves with those small things, basically. And those limitations happen mostly in our own brain. Same goes for evaluation. If you go and evaluate your life, how it is, I mean, you can do it on a scale 1 to 10, but if you see it really in an objective way, you have to be objective with your life, or comparing to your potential, and not bringing you down. No way, beating yourself up. The most problem many people suffer is they're beating themselves up, like myself in the past, and this kind of beating yourself up also goes yourself to self-remorse and to self-hatred and so on. So you don't want to have it at all. Now we have now when you have no obligations and necessary evaluations, just see this world how it is. Now you can go and start to see opportunities, start to feel opportunities. Just see around you and maybe ask yourself, are there even opportunities there? And then when you find those out, especially those which are congruent with yourself, now you can train your imagination to see those opportunities even bigger and better. You can imagine how you take these opportunities and what kind of results you get, and how much energy, how much power, how much delight, how much excitement, how much pleasure you get from it, how much fun, and so on. You can feel, and the more you are bringing this kind of feeling bigger and bigger inside of you, the more you start to feel it. And the more you start to feel it, the more you get those kind of feeling like, now I want to do it, 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 and then you do it till you get with I want to do it really more and more and more and more till you cannot resist, and you just start doing it. Okay, and that's one thing. And then doing those kind of imaginations, see it in a way that there's no interference with your imaginations of your greatness. Okay? Therefore, you have your imagination are limitless. Don't set limits for them. I know some people back in the days maybe said you fantasize too much, you have too many imagination, come back to the real world. Well, the real world, or let me say everything that we have in the real world, is a product of someone's imagination. The mobile phone that you're watching me through, or your PC, it is a product of someone's imagination. So why we are limiting ourselves on our imagination? And this is the biggest question mark. When you do imaginations, or when you feel like, when you see something in your imaginations, write those things down, how it is. Don't limit themselves. Don't try to change them. Of course you empower yourself, but see it how it is. Don't try to kind of color it in a better way or something like that. Just see it how it is. Write it down. Now, it is also important to understand that success, to be successful, you have to get all you have and have to exceed your potential on a daily basis. Really important. You have to exceed your potential on a daily basis. Like Bruce Lee said back in days, I don't want to be the best one. I want to be the strongest one. I want to be stronger than myself yesterday. Boom. And tomorrow I will be stronger today. So you have a continuous growth. And this continuous growth brings you somewhere to greatness, into being an expert. This expertise, this greatness, somewhere will need this expertise in this world. Then you have to show it off on social media and so on. Market yourself. And there you go. You have your customers. Because of your daily habits, because of your daily working on yourself, you try to grow every single day, better than yesterday. Now we go a little bit to more or less brown. How hungry are you? How hungry are you for the success? You can comment down below, and comment in the comments box down below. The more hungry you are, the more you will take action. The more you will take action, the more you will succeed. Pretty easy, right? And people, well, let me tell you one thing, that if you want to build the highest skyscraper in town, there are two ways of doing it. The one way is the hardest one, where you try with your own strength every single day, you build it up, it's higher than the other ones. Of course, you hire your architecture and so on, they will see if it's even possible. And the second way is to destroy everything else. Unfortunately, in our capitalistic and materialistic world, most of people, when it comes to success, are going into the second one. And why is it doing it? Because simply they are measuring their success on numbers, on the scoreboard. To see if they had red colors, okay, they've lost. If they're green colors or black colors, everything is fine. A minus plus. So this regards their own growth, but see just the results in the growth of the company. And this is why most people don't succeed. Because also back in the days when Apple came to the market, Simon Singer said that he was invited in two of conferences, one Microsoft and one from Apple. And when you watch the Microsoft conferences, 90% of time, everyone has talked in the conference how we can beat Apple. It was the only one. Now, it's the same day he had also a conference with Apple, and Apple said like, "Hey, how can we improve how can we work more sustainable? How can we improve the operation with our tools for students, for children, for teachers, and so on, to use it more easier for them? How make the usage more easier of our system?" And this is what I talk about. The one are heading the short-term goals, and the others go for the long term. But those who are running the marathon and not the sprint will always win. Of course, those who are running the sprints might win. However, in the long term, they might lose even more than those who are running not the sprint, but the marathon. So remember this. The way to measure success is not by the scoreboards, but by comparing yourself with your own potential. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? You don't go for the scoreboard, you don't go for the numbers, but you don't go for evaluation of your work, but of your own growth and of your own potential. Because this evaluation of your own potential, your own growth, this real evaluation, not like this evaluation I want to bring myself up evaluation, will bring you to the next level. And it will automatically give you a better work experience. And these numbers will go automatically. Numbers are the product, are not the cause. If you want to be the cause, you have to evaluate yourself before you evaluate every number. And evaluate not in a way to beat yourself up, but also not in this really rosy way, but in a way that is really congruent to your current situation. But to take action, you have to also train yourself to say yes to all success, yes to all happiness, yes to all bliss in your life. You have to train yourself in this world, yes. Most of them would say we don't deserve it. However, it is just pretty much a bullshit, which are produced by our belief system. Because in no way you deserve nothing. And when you say you cannot achieve it, well, on UPW there was one guy, he has talked about, well, let me tell you that he was born without feet. One arm has just the left arm has just one finger, and the right arm, well, his bones were growing faster than his skin, so he couldn't operate properly with the right hand, which was actually his main hand, and he had to amputate it. He amputated it because he wanted to become a wrestler. He amputated it. Now he has just his head, his body, and one hand, basically. And he is a multimillionaire. He has written multiple books. He has written books. Even he cannot write. And he has become a wrestler. How he wanted to become back in the days. Now, tell me your excuses. If you want, I said to you, you don't have to compare yourself, but if your mindset is not there, still not there, if you still want to compare yourself with someone, take this guy's example. Because watching this human being who's just rocking it, just killing it, with no hands, with no feet, just one hand, which is just one finger, who is writing books, who is having courses, who is a multimillionaire. Can we really excuse ourselves with anything? I think not. Okay, let's go further. Train yourself to say yes to the bliss and happiness in your life, and also to success, because you deserve it. Conduit yourself to yes. So become the center of greatness. Do the pause. Do the pause and say yes. Because the more we're doing it, the more we open up our hearts, the more we open up the possibilities. If you go with but, then you put everything in your butt. Because then you see all the opportunities just in a limited state. However, if you open yourself up to all the opportunities, say yes, there's no but. Okay. Now let me tell you how you can activate it. Well, you can go into the state. Pretty simple. Just Google going to the state, Tony Robbins. And afterwards you can go for the priming. Priming you're doing actually in the morning, but you can do it also. Don't have to do it in the morning, but it's better to do it in the morning. However, you can do it also in other, if you can do it, because it's a little bit loud. Now, when you're doing it, there you imagine like your next goals and next succeeds and stuff like that. And then you can imply during the priming exercise, or you can do it after the priming exercise separately, this kind of thing. You see the opportunity that you just got. You see the opportunity because you have made the analysis of yourself. You have written it down. And by the way, write those things down that you are discover, all those opportunities, because when you write it down with your hand, let me say, when you just, my information that I just told you, you can just, okay, cool, I perceive it, awesome, data for later. And your brain might react towards it when that happens, it might not, it's not really a firm thing. You can type it down on a computer. You can do it, but then you have like maybe tens of nerves will act when you type it down. However, if you write it down, because you're really using your hand, so many nerve systems are activating when you write it down with your hand. So even myself, I have really bad handwriting and I'm kind of procrastinate on handwriting. When I write it down, I feel like it feels more congruent. It feels more like it goes more inside of yourself if you find something out about new opportunities and so on. In doing the exercise, you can see these opportunities. When you see these opportunities, make them brighter, enhance them, see them as you achieve them, and how great you feel, how amazing you feel, how proud of yourself you feel. And the more we are doing it, the more our body becomes also repulsive towards it. And when you say like, no, imaginations are bullshit, I have told you about on Saturday, I think it's Saturday, no, on Friday, I've talked about one exercise where when you imagine, you close your eyes, you go to the fridge, you take out a lemon, you slice a lemon in half, take the lemon and take a bite of it and feel like the juice is going over your tooth and so on. And the most people will have really watery mouths. And this is exactly what you can do. And the more of your 5 feelings you do involve in this kind of process of visualization, the more you can actually perceive it. The better you can perceive it with your body, the more you can anchor it in your body so you can feel it. And this is actually the key. It is not just about telling yourself those things, it's about anchoring inside of your body so you feel aligned with it. Okay? If you don't anchor it with your body, it is just maybe the halfway ass. You don't want to have it. You don't want to have the halfway ass. You want to really anchor it. And the more you anchor it, the more it will help you. And the more it will help you, the more you can do with it, whatever you want. So yeah, comment in the comments box below, how hungry are you for the success, guys? How hungry are you? It's really important to know your own hunger. Because if you're not hungry enough, that means, well, you have to become hungry or you have to find something where you got hungry from, to get the passion from. So yeah, Reshaper, I hope you have an awesome day. Comment, comments, box, and smart thing I picked up so far. As always, do not let you accept the passion now. Thank you for my mom watching on Instagram, people on YouTube, and also Bruce's and other people who will watch myself on Facebook. Have an awesome day. Do not let you accept the passion now. See you tomorrow, I hope.